country's long-distance runners Saturday morning headed for the Fonis to compete in the third edition of the Bajana International Marathon. The Bajana Marathon is a charitable run organized by the Gambia Volunteers Trust with a view to promote long-distance running by providing the platform for the country's athletes to showcase their potentials by competing. The 10-kilometer run started from Bajana Village. As always, the starting looks easy, but midway into the 10-kilometer race, when the going got tough, the real competitors started to distinguish themselves from the others by opening up the gap. The men's race was dominated by Andrew Jassy, Demba Marong, and Amadou Ba, both from the Gambia Police Force team. It was a thrilling battle among those three from the start, but at the end, Demba Marong finished first, beating off stiff competition from his teammates, crossing the finishing line in style to win the men's 10-kilometer race.
Yeah, I feel very happy. I thank God and then thank Allah, the Almighty God, that has given me long life and happiness to sustain myself to be the winner of this race. And then for second thanks, I have to thank my parents at my home in Kiang. I thank my parents because without them I wouldn't be here. And then my third thanks is going to be my department, that is the Gambia Police Force. I have to thank the Gambia Police Force for their encouragement and then support that they have given me to be training as a police officer and then train as an athlete to win this 2015 Bajana International Marathon race.
Tell us how was it? How was the race?
Yeah, the race, I can say the race was not easy. It was really tough on me because I really have senior athletes that are competing with me. People like Andrew Jassy and Amadou Ba. They are my senior athletes because I found them in athletics. So I really thank them for their good support that they have encouraged me to go with them up to the last minute. And then I be the winner of the Bajana International Marathon race for 2015.
What was the decisive factor? What made you win?
Yeah, the thing that made me win, I can say I was behind them. So the thing that easily make me win is training. Without training, I won't win. Because I can say it's due to training, my training, that I win the race.
So what next for you?
Yeah, no, I can say I don't know anything else for me. I'm just praying God to keep me fit, to run many more marathons to come in the near future.
Are you going to see you continue maintaining this momentum?
Yeah, that's my wish. That's my wish. I really want to maintain this running as athletics as my career.
Andrew, you finished second in the Bajana Marathon. Tell us, how does it feel?
I feel okay. Then I can thank God I ended the race. Yeah, I must thank God for that.
It was a very tight finish between you and Demba. Tell us a bit about the race.
The reason behind this, it was an obstacle along the line when I was training. If you could, my last 3 days, I have some ups and downs. So that loss to me came out second. I could have won the race, but due to that, I came out second. But it's all the same. He's a winner. That's congratulations. It's athletics. At times you win, at times you become a loser. Yeah.
Are you disappointed finishing second?
No, I'm not disappointed. But Demba, if you look at Demba, he has been training, and myself I have also been training. And if you look at Demba, I would say he has stand an edge over me because experience-wise he's also there because he have ever represented the country internationally, which I have never done. I'm just trying to keep myself, on the mood of athletics.
There was double joy for the police team, with Sona Sao, Bintu Jawara and Binta Dabo making it 1, 2 and 3 in the women's 10-kilometer race. Sona, who was second in last year's marathon, dominated from start to finish, crossing the line ahead of her teammates to win the women's race. You're the winner of the Bajana Marathon, the 3rd edition. Tell us, how do you feel?
Well, first of all, I would thank the Almighty Allah for giving me life and health to witness yet another marathon. I am very glad, especially to Bajana people who came in large number to come and support us. And likewise, Roy, the organizer, I would thank him for his kind heart that he has for us. I am very glad.
You finished second last year. You finished a step better this year. Tell us, what have you worked on?
Well, last year was my first time to participate in Bajana. I did not know much about the marathon. But since I participated last year and the race was very hard on me, so this year I said I have to walk extra miles in order to adjust a bit.
How have you been training ahead of this marathon?
Yes, I have been in training school and it was a little bit tough for me to train because it's not easy. I do go for training in the morning. After training in the field, I go back to the camp to train again.
What is next for you?
I am preparing very hard because athletics is my ambition. I want to be an international marathon. So for that to be, I have to work extra hard in order to become a champion in the future.
The men's 5-kilometer race was won by Albino B. Mendy of the Gambia College, with Mustafa Jata and Ibrahim Adabo settling for second and third respectively. The star attraction was Anna Sikura, who ran the maiden 21 kilometers promotional race. Polish celebrity who doubles as the ambassador for this year's run, pioneered the half marathon to help promote the Bajana Marathon internationally. Along with the former champions, she ran the half marathon from Sibano to Bajana, an experience she described as challenging, but one that was great fun and worth undertaking. Well, I'm now speaking to Anna Sikura, who pioneered the 21 kilometers, running from Sibano to Bajana. Tell us, how tough was it?
Oh my God, it was so amazing. It was the hardest, it was really the hardest run for me, but amazing. The view, the runners who support me all the way. Wow, thank you so much.
What was the experience like?
This experience, for myself, it was, really, really hard because of the weather, because of the climbing road. But I did it, and I'm so happy.
What actually motivated you to participate in the Bajana Marathon, to pioneer the 21 kilometers?
I think first of all, the big experience for myself. It's first time when I'm in Gambia. And to support, the charity run, it was also the main reason why I came here, and to know you and your country.
And knowing us and knowing our country, what have it been for you?
Oh, the new adventure for me, for my running life, and certainly I will come back here again because I love Gambia.
You have been running in other races before. Can you compare the ones you have been running before and this one?
I think they were quite different because it was much more runners, and here I was, I could have my team who support me all over the race, and the climate was different, and the view, the people from the village who support me so much. I'm so grateful for that.
What is going to be the message back home in Poland?
Oh, I will tell them everything. What I experienced here.
Like?
Like people, like place, like everything here.
Before the marathon, you were scared of the weather, the heat.
I was scared, and now I know that it was. I shouldn't be scared so much because I did it. The weather was really, really hot for me because now in Poland we got snow, but it was okay. The runners helped me with the water. So I did it.
Will you be happy to see Gambian runners take part in the Warsaw Marathon?
I would love to. I would love to run with them in Warsaw Marathon on November.
marathons are not only about competing. For some of the runners, like Safi Sankare, who ran the 10 kilometers, it can be fun and good for one's health. Well, marathon like this is not all about competing. We have others who participate for fun and also to maintain their health. One of them is this very good sister here. Can you just tell us your name?
My name is Safi Sankare. Yes.
Safi, we saw you participate and we know that you are one of those who was just running for fun. Can you just tell us what actually motivated you to take part in the Bajana Marathon?
Okay, I've actually taken part in the 10K. I'm not an athlete, as you know. I run for fun, just to keep fit. And I just thought that this would be a personal challenge for me. I wasn't running competitively, but I basically wanted to challenge myself under these humid conditions and to see how I did. My aim was to basically finish the race, which I have done, and I'm very happy and proud of myself.
How was the challenge?
It was much more of a mental challenge than a physical one, because I had to really push myself to go, and I did it.
What was the experience like?
It was very painful. Physical, mental, and emotional torture. It was very, very painful. But thank God, I think it's very important to concentrate on your health. And in future, I would like to see more participation from people like me, people who run for fun. I mean, it can be a bit nerve-wracking running alongside athletes, but just compete yourself, put yourself to the task, and set a goal for yourself, and I think you can achieve that. So people must come out and support these kind of events. Thank you.
The event was attended by representatives of different institutions partnering with the Bajana Marathon, and the Minister of Tourism and Culture, Benjamin Roberts, who was particularly very impressed. Gamcel are also partnering with the marathon. First of all, can you just tell us your impression?
Well, I must say that I am very delighted, very pleased. This is the first time I am attending, although we've been sponsoring them year on year. But I just took it upon myself to say I must see what happens in Bajana. And here I am. I can confess that I am really surprised about what I have seen. And I am more thrilled that the 21 kilometer is even won by a lady. This is just beyond my thinking.
What makes your company partner with such events?
As you are aware, we are the national GSM operator. In fact, we are the only national GSM operator, and we belong to the people. And we should show interest in whatever the communities are doing, especially when it comes to health. And that is why we are very much interested in what happens in the Bajana Marathon race. It is very important, and you know, the effects that it has on the community and the development of our nation cannot be overemphasized, because health is a priority for every government. And if we encourage young people to develop habits into running marathons, you know, I think it will only develop us as a nation. I think if you look at it from, you know, all perspective, from a company perspective, it enhances your ability to generate revenue, because a healthy people can, you know, generate more income for you in the future. And if it is about the nation, you know, it brings development across the board.
You are one of your daughters who participated.
I am surprised that she is able to complete the 10K. In fact, I was telling her that, Safi, are you sure about this? She said, yes, I am sure. Don't you think you should do the 5K? She said, no, I'm going to do the 10K. And here, you know, above all the surprises that I have seen here, I am also proud that she has been able to complete the 10K. She's a lawyer, she's not an athletic, this is not her profession, and she comes out and do the 10 kilometer and end it like this. I am grateful, but I must also thank everybody, all the athletes who have participated. This is what we are looking for as a nation.
Today happens to be Holy Saturday, and I'm Christian. And I do observe Lent as well. Had this been on a Sunday, I would have at least run the 3 kilometer race. But yes, I mean, I'm an athlete, you know, and I believe in sports. You know, I believe in that sports help improve our health. And a healthy mind, you know, just does amazing things. And that is why I participate in all sorts of sports, you know, even for those that, you know, I mean, I'm not good in. So I think it is fitting for us to support this, and I think it is also fitting in terms of This event has the support from the highest level of the office of the land, that is the president, and he had asked me to come here and represent him for a reason. He didn't just ask me to come and represent him and that's it. He realizes the importance of health, a healthy workforce, and we just come in from celebrating the Sports for Health, which is part and parcel of the 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations. This was held last week, Friday, and we also, the executive, participated in the various sports. So I think, in a way, this is for us to tell us that we need to be healthy, because marathon is quite a demanding sport in itself, and even if anyone does any sort of a sport for 10, 15, 20 minutes in a day, it makes a big difference in your life. Just look at it, do any sport, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and you see how you feel. You feel a whole lot much more alert, and I think that is the idea. On our part here, from the level of the ministry, this is something that we want to support Bajana in. I think it's noble, from Roy, that he started this event, and I think, he's done his bit and has gotten it to where he can get it. It is now for us, the ministry, and by extension, Youth and Sports, and by extension, the Ministry of Education, for us to come and see how we can support him to move this thing to another level. The fact that we have in Anna from Poland participating in this in itself is telling. And I think we as stakeholders, we as government, need to support it, and the Bajana Marathon could become an international marathon. And I think that's the aspiration, that's the ambition. And I, for one, and I know I could say this, speak, on behalf of my colleagues, we would support this to ensure that it is better organized. We'll try and bring stakeholders on board to ensure that the Bajana Marathon becomes international. This is something that I endeavor to do, and it's something that I would go back with feedback to His Excellency to tell him the potential is there and we need to do something to support it. This is the reason why he sent me here.
One thing, Honorable Minister, the Bajana Marathon, like you have already alluded to, is promoting sports tourism. How do you intend to work on with other marathons, with other sports, to make sure that you promote sports tourism?
Okay, for starters, let me just roll back, a little bit. I think in terms of what the government is doing, I think we are all aware of the support that His Excellency had given to this Bajana Marathon by sponsoring 5 athletes, who trained in Nairobi, I believe it was, yeah? Ethiopia, exactly, in Ethiopia. So I think the government has already started in that regard. The fact of the matter remains, we should not allow the president to do everything. Yeah, we have to also come and see how we can support him, and that is where my ministry is going to come in, along with other ministries as well. Because when you talk of sports, it's youth and sports, it's tourism, it's education. Yeah, it's even health as well. Yeah, so we need to come and put up a program that would help us to support this Bajana Marathon. In terms of what we're going to do, I've already told Roy that in June, let him come. I mean, he's in and out of country, but in June when he's here, let him come and we sit and we begin to strategize for the next one in 2016. Yeah, and at that meeting, we would try to begin to map out plans in terms of how we gradually get this marathon to become an international marathon. For me, we have in our strategy at the ministry and at the level of the GT board and the GTHI and the NCSC, we have a strategy from 2015 to 2020, which we have just completed. Now, within that strategy, we have what we call the Foni tourism product. And this we had identified, I have already discussed with Kebe, that we have to look at this as one of the tourism products for the Fonis. So this is one thing that this is one of the things that we are going to do. But in come June, we'll begin to strategize, and I'm sure that 2016 we'll begin to see improvements in this marathon.
How significant is sports tourism in the promotion of tourism products in the country?
I think it's very significant. You see, in tourism, tourism goes beyond the sun, sand, and sea. For the longest period of time, we have been promoting tourism since 1965 on the basis of sun, sand, and sea. But the reality is, any country that has tourism as one of its key sources of economic earnings also have sun, sand, and sea. Even in Europe, there is sun. It's only that, it's limited during the course of the year. So if we are serious about the development of tourism, we have to look at what we call niche products in tourism. That is where sports tourism comes in. And within sports tourism, we have the fishing competition, the beach casting competition. We are now looking at a marathon here. Your question earlier indicated, how about the other marathons? I think what we have to look at, for us personally at the ministry, it is important that we don't concentrate tourism activities within the greater Banjul area, because the hinterland also needs to benefit from tourism. And that is why we are more likely to support Bajana than we are likely to support the Burfoot. Not to say that we would not participate, but in terms of focusing our energy, because this side of the Gambia also needs to benefit from tourism. And we are trying to ensure that as long as tourism is concerned, the benefit is not concentrated in one area, but rather across the length and breadth of the country.
The winners receive trophies and medals, with a day to be remembered for the Gambia Police Force team, as they dominated the award ceremony by winning everything in both the men and women's 10-kilometer race. But the biggest winner of all was Sona Sao, who won the return air ticket donated by Gambia Experience to participate in one of the marathons in the United Kingdom. The 2015 Bajana Marathon came to pass successfully, with the founder of the run thanking all for their support, with a sincere appreciation to the Gambian leader.
First of all, it's a great honor for me today to be here, and all Ramu, who is their DG, and also the police officers who helped us to clear the way and make this program a success, not forgetting the press as well. Now, today marks the 3rd edition of Bajana International Marathon, and a lot has been made over the last 3 years. It is a charity run which was benefiting the village immensely and supported by the relentless work of Bajana Congress Executive. Through the past marathon, the Gambia Volunteers Trust was able to refurbish Bajana Nursery School roof, and last year, by the participation of the Deputy British Ambassador to the Gambia, Mr. George Sheriff, and his running team from the British Embassy and the American Embassy in the Gambia, the Deputy British Embassy personally donated alusing roofing seed taken from his house to refurbish Bajana Nursery Kitchen. If we take a look, we can see the magnificent refurbishment over there that has been made possible through the marathon and also by the genuine donation of the British Ambassador to the Gambia, Mr. George Sheriff. So we applaud them and thank them for their generous donation towards the development of Bajana. Now, the Gambia Volunteers Trust, through the Bajana International Marathon, has championed the Gambian athletes for their development and exposure to international marathons competitions. The Gambian nation have seen and heard winners of Bajana International Marathon being sent to represent and fly the Gambian flag high around the world, in England and also in Sierra Leone, courtesy of the proud sponsors of our partners, GAMCEL, who has made the Gambian international adventure possible. Shall we clap for GAMCEL for facilitating this magnificent support to the Gambia volunteers and also to the athletes representing the Gambia to international marathons. To further enhance the athletes' development in marathon running in the Gambia and abroad, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh.
Can you clap? Can we clap, please?
Has pledged to sponsor 5 of Gambia's best runners and previous winners of Bajana International Marathon to go to Ethiopia for 1-year training. I cannot be more than happy, and I believe anyone who is watching this program on GRTS and other forms of media will applaud the President for this magnificent gesture to improve the Gambian sports and long-running distance as a whole. You have just witnessed the raffling, we will do that, the raffling of the ticket, which is donated by the Gambia Experience. The winner of the ticket will be announced very shortly. The Gambia Experience has enabled the winner to represent the Gambia in marathons in the UK. We thank the Gambia Experience for this. Without that, we will really struggle. So for donating the ticket has made today's marathon also a success. Finally, I would like to thank Anna Skura from Poland, who is our ambassador for this year's marathon. Anna has traveled all the way from Poland with her manager, photographer, and her sister to attend the marathon and make it a success for us today. Part of Anna's mission today is to document and promote the marathon in Europe and to sell the Gambia as a sports destination for the Gambia. In other words, Anna is here to promote sports tourism for the Gambia, which is really good and contributes to the development of our dear Gambia. Now, on that note, I would like to once again give thanks to our great sponsors and partners, Gamcel, who has been there for us from the beginning, and they are here today as we witness one of their manager has been here, and she's still here, I would say, who has also supported us. And we thank her to be here, for her being present today. Now also, we have our big partner as well, the Gambia Tourism Board. We know the Gambia is a tourism industry, and we all striving very hard to improve our tourism. And without a doubt, the Gambia Tourism Board has sent their representative, Mr. Chebe, who has been working with us day in and day out. And also from day one of the Bajana Marathon, when we started it in 2013, they've donated us, they've supported us, and they are here. So we also thank and applaud Gambia Tourism Board for being our partners. And also for the Gambia Experience, who has donated our air ticket. Without taking more time, I would also like to welcome the Councillor for Foni Berefet, who is here, and also called Ismail Abaji, who is day in and day out with us. He has helped us. Ismaila is here, and this goes to say how a local councillor can contribute for having you, for coming to attend this program. Now, I may also like to thank the chief porter of the Bajana Marathon and also the Bajana Congress. Since the inception of the Congress, the chief, Alhaji Junkung.
The event also witnessed a tug-of-war between the northern and southern part of Bajana Village. Very interesting donkey race, which thrilled the crowd.
from Musa Kujabi.
Musa Kujabi.
Yeah.
Itele Foster. Afo mane ko ye nkeno yadi.
Yeah, Bajana Ndelam Foster. Anna follow Asobia dele. Anda Asobia moñal fanange. Wala no Foster.
Follow to.
Atomu sprintal de. Sprintal. Yeah man.
Ko ba train kan nu ko wa.
Non nem follow. Ma train de. Bara wado wada ka tu borol la. Ha. Musa.
Bari follow yebla nu ko male.
Ha neje mbo ñu ko ma. Nem follow.
Apa mbe ko mo.
Nim follow mi mbañato. Aka tira la edang. Ha.
Okay, abaraka.
Nem follow fal sobe bal.
Well, the donkey race is just finished. It's been very interesting. You can see how the donkeys race to the finish in line. I'm now speaking to the first runner-up. Itodu?
Usman.
Usman, did you second?
Ha.
I'm not second.
Because the follow so viral. So viral, different so viral. Atomo high speed.
High speed.
Ha.
But high speed butele ko.
No, ni na cross tanya rolat na. Ya abuka hanyi follow la rolat na. Ya, wala nanga sekonda. Banyo kay ala follow ka monke bagas.
Amaka bagas.
Ni ala follow.
Wala first time.
I follow style bind yes, I'm monele, I'm porole. But next time bije na.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can hear them. It's very interesting. This is fun, definitely a real fun. So now I want to also test my skills, whether I'll be able to climb on top of the donkey. Let me see. I used to do it when I was young, but let me see. Well, I'm now on top of the donkey they call Sprinter, and as you can see, I thought I had lost my skills, but I was able to climb. I wish I could have taken part in the race. I would surely have done very good. Momodes Jallo, GRTS at the Bajana Marathon. Hey,